Alright YouTube, so there was a little B-roll footage. Today we are checking out the Model 3 in this video. Now the Model 3 came out first in Europe. Many of the European countries saw them, whether that was France, Germany, etc. And now we finally have them in North America. They are slowly but surely going all over the world, and it's kind of like a refreshed version of the original Model 3. And I hope that dog stops yapping in my video. Anyways, it's all good. The first key difference that you are going to notice is the brand new logo on the back of the car. So originally on the back of the cars, we used to have the normal Tesla original logo that is actually on the front of the hood. So if we move over to the front, you guys can see that it has that Tesla logo. But if we move to the back of the car, that Tesla logo used to be on the back, but now they just put the letters. So that is the first key difference. Now moving on to the Model S as an example, these are the standard rear lights for Teslas. Now, can you guys spot a difference? That is the Tesla Model S, and that is the Tesla Model 3. You can see a notable difference. So right over here, the rings changed. If we pop the trunk, you can see that there is no longer any sort of lighting of any sort. It's just plastic right over here. If we go over to the Model S and we pop the hood, you can see that lighting is still on the sides. Now comparing the Model S, which is the sedan, and the other sedan of Tesla, you can see that it is a lot more deep and a lot higher, which is pretty interesting. Now obviously there is a little button right over there, and it mechanically shuts the Tesla Model 3. You guys saw this in the video that is stuck right up here. This is the Tesla Model S. So this is actually the same exact model that Tesla gave to us. As you guys can see, here we are today. The purpose of the video, the Tesla Model 3. Now this isn't any sort of Tesla Model 3, this is actually the brand new Tesla Model 3. So they only had them in Texas, and now they're starting to ship. Actually they started in Europe, they got in Texas, California, New Jersey, and now they're starting to ship into Canada. So can't wait to show you guys more about the Tesla Model 3. Today is going to be a great day. Now moving on to the forward part of the Tesla Model S, you can see once again the lights. The lights look a lot softer over here. Now moving on to the Tesla Model 3, they look a lot more aggressive kind of looking. Now another difference on the Tesla Model 3 is how the curvature of the front hood is. So if we move down, you can see that the curvature looks a lot more, softer. And right over here is just one solid panel. Now if we look at the side angle of the front side of the Model 3, or I should say the Model S, you can see how it kind of goes down and there are many panels. Now moving on to the Tesla Model 3, once again it's just one straight panel that curves down and keeps it all nice and straight. Now here we go with the Tesla Model 3. Pop it just like that to open it up. Now, the first key difference that you're gonna see right under this wrapper is that there's a kind of lock. So this right over here, this little panel, this little piece of metal sticks right in here. Now, the reason why Tesla engineered it that way is because it helps suction the door inside of the door frame a little better. So it keeps it a lot more stable, especially when you're going at high speeds. There's wind, there's rain, precipitation, whatever it is. It just keeps the whole door a little more stable, which is pretty nice. Tesla Model 3, being a sedan, does not have doors that open up. Some call it barn doors, some call it falcon, butterfly doors. It just has the normal doors, just like so. Now there is also the little click, and then if you're sitting inside the car, it'll automatically. Alright, so here we are. We're gonna kind of move into the interior of the car. So you checked out the exterior. One thing that I did not mention is the tires. So these tires, they kind of look like the Cybertruck. You could actually pop out the rim, and so the rim cover is going to come off. See how the Model S doesn't have that whole panel that's hiding the calipers and the brakes. So this is how it looks if you take off this panel. That's right over here. So they designed it kind of like the Cybertruck. It's really handy if you're, you know, going out on dusty roads like we are right now. That way your rims, your calipers, your brakes, they all stay kind of more intact and in safer condition. So here we are. We're gonna move on to the interior of the car, the inside of the car. The seats are pretty comfortable. And again, you have that little lock, just like so. And then if there's nothing in the way of the car, it'll obviously close. You do have your window. Now, an interesting thing about this window is that it does not have any panels. So it's just one huge piece of glass with no panels. So it keeps it looking pretty nice. So we're just gonna let that automatically close. Now, another thing of the Tesla Model 3 is the front looks really, really good. Now, all around, there's kind of this textured feel of material. So we have it going all around. We have it upholstered on the front hood of the car. We have it all around back. So if you open the back side of the car, you can see that we have some right over here. We have some more upholstered look right over there. Now, if you guys saw my previous Tesla videos, you might have noticed that there was no metal rim around here. Now, not only does this metal rim add a lot of aesthetic, it does also add LED lights that we're gonna check out. All right guys, so here we are in the Tesla Model 3, the refresh version. So as I mentioned in the earlier frame, you can see right over here, we have the metal rim that goes all around, and we do have that cyan LED color, as you guys can see. Now you are able to change it on the user interface that we have going on right over here. Just like so, we could head over to the car, and then we could head over to lights, and right over there, accent lights, we could completely turn them off, and then you guys can see that it turns off. No more lights, we could turn them on, and we could also choose what color. So let's say we choose pink, and they head over to pink. So this is something that Tesla is trying to imitate other car brands. We've seen Mercedes-Benz do that. We've seen BMW, Lucid. We're actually going to be checking out Lucid. So if you haven't already, make sure to go check out the video that's right up here, or right up here, somewhere up there. So without any further ado, let's put this car straight into driving mode. And to do that, we put our foot on the brake, and then you're gonna see this little animation that pops up, and if we slide it right there, press to drive. Now, notice how my foot is not on any of the pedals. This is something that Tesla calls regenerative braking. So let's say I push the gas right over here. You can see that the car is moving up in kilometers, and then I take my foot off the gas, and you see it completely stops, 0 kilometers. There you go. Alright YouTube, so that was the acceleration of the Tesla Model 3, the new version. Now you guys can see that that thing absolutely flies. Now to take into account that I did not even floor it is pretty impressive. Do you want to see me floor it? We might have to. Let's go. Takes the corners beautifully. We're about to hit tech realism. YouTube! Alright guys, so that's the Tesla, a little bit of acceleration. We talked a little bit about the exterior of the car. Now talking about the interior. Now this Tesla Model 3 does have the normal steering wheel, which is really nice if you want to do one-handed, or you know, just have a little bit more stability. So the steering wheel over here, as you guys can see, the arrows are once again on the wheel. We do have a new high definition 2.5K camera, which is pretty nice. And then again, see that little animation, which is pretty good. Now, this little scroll right over there is for autopilot, or I should say volume, radio, all of that. And this one over here is if you want to enable autopilot and control your cruise. Your wipers are automatic, but if ever you'd like to use the wipers, you can do so. Then the honk, unlike the Tesla Model S, the X is actually right over here. You have a beautiful display. You have your interactive map, your normal Tesla UI, and everything that is going on over here. Beautiful volume controls, and then you can also adjust your bass, sub, mid, treble, all of that good stuff. And you can also decide where exactly you want it to play in the car, but we're gonna keep that at the center. So that is kind of the Tesla Model 3. There are not many things that have changed. It's just kind of a refresh version. We do have a beautiful, you know, open concept feel. As I mentioned, beautiful upholstery all the way at the end, which is pretty awesome. So right over here, we do have the iPhone or Samsung, whatever, wireless charger. And then on the side, on the other side of this line, we have the key card for the Tesla, which magnetically sticks right back there. Right over here in our center console, we do have our cup holders that are nicely hidden if you'd like a clean and aesthetic look. And then you just push it back just like so. And then right over here, we do have a really deep center console. We do have a little plug in there, cigarette lighter, and then again, push, just like so. Now, back here on the center console, some more cargo space, which is pretty good. No cracks, no heaves that are gonna get your stuff stuck. And that is pretty much it for the front of the car. Obviously, you do have a beautiful panel all around. Hazard lights are right over here. We do have our lights that are actually touched, haptic, a little camera for security purposes, a beautiful rear view mirror. And that is everything of the Tesla Model 3. Now there's one little tiny surprise I want to show you guys out at the back, so let's head out there. Alright guys, so there's just this one little last secret that I want to show you guys. Let's close the door. Right over here, we have a little screen. Now, we're not going to fully unseal it or turn it on just because this is a Tesla car that they gave us. But you can basically have all the heating, sound controls from the front console onto the back console, which is pretty convenient. We do have two USB-Cs as well as our air vents that are stuck right up in here. Now you can see that the air vents are actually not able to be manually adjusted, and the reason why is because you can manually adjust it over here on the screen, or should I say automatically. Now maybe one day we're gonna fully unseal this if we buy a Tesla of our own. So subscribe if you'd like to see a Tesla. Maybe once we hit 100K, we're gonna purchase one of these things. So that has been Alex from Techrific with the Tesla Model 3. So a lot was going on in this video. I hope it turned out good. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button. You know, I was invited over to Vancouver and I just wanted to give you guys a little overview rundown of the new Tesla Model 3. If you guys would like to see a better look at how Tesla manufactures and, you know, the whole Tesla UI and everything else in the cracks and heaves of Tesla, make sure to go check out the video that is linked down in the description where we got into more of the technical side. Today I just wanted a kind of fun, chill little video showing you guys what's going on with the new Tesla Model 3. So we have officially reviewed every single one of the Teslas other than the Model Y, which is kind of like, you know, a little family car that's, you know, if you guys want to see a video about it, we could do like a TikTok, Instagram, shorts, reel, whatever. Actually, matter of fact, we should go do that. We should go back to Tesla, get a Model Y. Ask them if we could get a Model Y. We're gonna do a little short video on it. But hey, we did the Tesla Model S, the 3, the X, and hopefully we can soon do the Cybertruck. So if you guys want to see that, make sure to show some love at Tesla on Twitter, at Instagram, and just get their attention. And that is basically it with this little ramble. I did really enjoy the cinematic footage, the drone footage. Shout out to our videographer, Tech Realism. That was my cousin Jess that's out here with her 4K 60 Canon EOS 99D. We are shooting on the EOS 77D right now, so hopefully the color grading and all that is looking good. But not much to say, just a fun time out here in Vancouver. Now the real stuff is gonna happen when we head over to downtown Vancouver, where we're gonna be checking out Lucid. So make sure to go check out that video. Thanks for stopping by. I'll catch you guys in the next one.